Welcome back to the oily sink pack. Last episode we did oil stuff, and today we're gonna make a diesel generator because it's oil. And actually we're gonna put it into the space yacht. So that way we'll finally be able to go to space with diesel generator. This is the greatest moment of all time, and everything's been building up to this moment. So as you can see down here, I have actually laid out where the stuff needs to go, kind of, to a degree. It's very difficult to build a diesel generator. Actually, no, it isn't. It's very easy, but it costs a lot of stuff and things. And I don't want to do the math for it, so I'm just going to shotgun it and hope I get it right. It's about how it goes usually. So I'm going to go ahead and assemble this thing and make some torches because I want to make the place look nice and bright. We're not going to be going into space quite yet because we still need to fix the ship and make it finish. Like, it's got like 3 sections. It's got a section missing. It's gonna have another section back here for storage. I'm not even sure what we're gonna do on the ship other than sit in space. There's like no reason for us to build a spaceship this early on because I cannot do anything in space. I just can go up and mine asteroids and that's about it. But it is kind of useful to mine the asteroids because you can get a lot of ore. It's even more useful in Greg Tech, but if you play with the GTC EU. Anyway, this tank will be for diesel. So when we finally have our diesel here, we'll be able to pump it into this tank store of 250,000 millibuckets, which is not as much as the other guys can store, which are like 512 buckets. This guy is basically 256 buckets. But those guys are way too big, and they'll go like out of the ship, and if I build them, they'll break the seal on the ship. So I do not want to build these guys, so that way they are like that. I'm instead going to build these... Not at all. I'm just going to not build them. And if I have... One of these barrels will be able to see how much petroleum gas I have, which doesn't really matter very much, but we did just go mine oil out of the ground last episode, so that was pretty nice. We have 2,300 in there and 4,000 light oil, which is a pretty useful material to have. The industrial oil does make naphtha, and the naphtha does get exported through the system. I believe. Yes. And so the naphtha gets sent out of the system and sent over to here. Nice. And diesel is not getting sent out of the system. Oh, okay, I gotta take care of that as well. I gotta make the diesel generator too. So let's go ahead and get the actual engineer book, and then we can see what it needs. That's fun. I need engineer book. So engineer book is made, we need this thing. I need that, and I need engineer book. That's not how you spell it. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for diesel, actually. I am looking for diesel. I will use the diesel fluid ID. And I hope this is compatible with the pipes. Let's hope this is. It should be. It honestly should be. Because this stuff is very valuable. This refinery is very cursed. If you've played HPM mod before, then this refinery is definitely 100% very cursed. The 1.7.10 version. If you played the 1.7.10 version, then you know that this refinery is 100% the most cursed oil refinery that you'll ever see. Because this is the 1.12 version, and then there's all these other mods. It's kitchen sink. Welcome back to kitchen sink. This is how we do things here. But anyway, that takes care of that. Now that's doing naphtha stuff and making solid fuel for the actual boiler. I could probably actually use the solar system, not solar system, use the solar boiler system to actually make it happen, but I'm not going to do that. Anyway, I'm actually liking the way that looks. It looks very nice and fits in with this theme of our entire thing that we're trying to build here. The civilization. It looks really stupid right now, though. I gotta finish this thing. This building. So it's time for us to make... Let's get focused and focused and focused. Right, so we need to actually do stuff today and not spend an entire episode trying to build the thing that doesn't even matter right now. But anyway, we need heavy machinery. No, I said heavy machinery. Yes. No. That's not it. I guess it is in simple machines. No, it's in powers, wires, generators. Diesel generator. High voltage arc... Wait, what else is there? Thermoelectric generator? Rubbish. Brake current transformer, redstone, blah, 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 blah. Here's what we need. Let's focus on this thing. Because this thing is easy peasy to make. We'll need... What kind of resources are we looking at? 6 steel scaffolding. Okay, let's go see if we have that over here. Because if we have it over here, then it's basically done. We need 6 of these guys. And then let's go ahead and lay them out. 5, 6. Would you look at that? that old thing, the distiller we made, is coming in handy for actually making something useful now. Now, how do you lay this out inside of this? So the 6 scaffolding will go on the bottom in the middle, like this. Radiators will go on this side. And then the piping goes through the middle. So we'll go grab the pipes as well. I believe I know what I'm doing with this machine. But I don't actually know if I know what I'm doing. And then I'll need heavy machinery blocks, which are going to be the most expensive part of the machine. And a redstone block. We have the redstone engineering block here. Then we need the actual... We also have another one, but I'm not going to even care about that. We're just going to use these guys as well. Set up the... whatever the heck these pipes are for. I don't know what these pipes are for. I'm guessing they're for fluid transportation. And also, good thing is that I can actually fuel the ship from the outside if I wanted to. If I wanted to have an external fuel source. Interesting. I might have to take that up in my idea. But I'm not going to do that right now. So anyway, this is very particular about where it wants the redstone to be. Because it wants the redstone to be on that side. So if we build it this way, the actual... radiator has to go this way, and then the redstone blocks will be on the wrong side. The problem is that I cannot turn off the generator from the inside of the ship. You'd think, engineering problem. But actually, this is not an engineering problem. I can solve this one very easily, actually. Just move this. Maybe move them back a bit, so that we have space for the generator. And then I would have space for basically the entire ship. To have the thing. Actually, I could just leave this guy on the side of the ship, like this. Yes, I feel like this is a good idea. I'll leave this on the side of the ship here. And then we'll be able to pipe in fluid, and we'll be able to do all that. Without making any great modifications to the ship, we're able to still access the front of the ship, we're still able to access the redstone on this thing, we're still able to pipe fluids in, kind of. That's the only issue would be piping in the fluids, because we'll have to find some way to fit a fluid pipe through here to actually pipe in the fluids, because there's still that problem that the actual fluids are in there, and then maybe we'll have to move the tank down beneath this thing once we get into space. Maybe. Well, but for now, we'll just not worry about it. Engineering blocks are made. Whoa, what is this? Radiator. Oh my gosh, there's some interesting stuff in here. Radiator, electrolytic crucible battery. But anyway, we care about this guy, the heavy engineering block, which costs these steel mechanical components. Very expensive items, kind of, to a degree. It'll cost us a lot, but we need 13 of these, so we'll need to make this recipe times 7. So to make this recipe times 7, you'll take 14 of these, which means I need 14 times that in steel. So 14 times 4 in steel is a lot of steel. I'm guessing 14 times 4, which I don't even have a calculator in this version of the HPM. Do I? No, I can't press N to get calculator. So I'll need more steel. Which is the problem that we always seem to have. And I'm not going to make the steel myself. No, I'm going to just go steal the steel from the actual tower. Because you see, making steel is a lot harder than actually just grabbing the steel from the tower. That gives me a bunch of steel for like one little bit of effort. You know, I might just nuke this biome out of existence because it is quite an issue. And it does interfere with my ability to get from point A to point tower. Because I need to grab the stuff from point tower. And I don't need all the stuff from that biome between me and point tower. Because it's just extra work to get through. However, I will be able to get the stuff pretty easily. I'm going to be able to get so much steel today. Getting steel instead of making it. The HPM Extended Edition experience. This is how it normally goes. Not how it should go. But anyway, hopefully by the time this episode comes out on like what? It'll probably be February by the time this comes out. So by February, hopefully we'll see that HPM Extended Edition is much better than it was on August 25th of 2024. Hopefully that is how it is. And hey, if you haven't, if it is changed, then you can let me know down below, because yeah, I won't be to read it. I probably won't read it. I won't have the time for that probably. But yeah, you can tell me down below. I'm sure somebody will make sure that I find out about that. You know, it's not something I'm gonna care about. But anyway, I should get the Archimedes airship mod installed, because actually we don't have any wool, so we would never ever be able to actually go anywhere. But it would be a nice idea. Plus, you can go super fast if you use a actual steamboat for flying around. There is only one disadvantage, that you cannot use actual you cannot use actual thingies. You cannot use what are they called? I don't know. Look, I don't know. You cannot use the actual thing that makes the stuff. Not sure what I'm trying to say. No clue. I found the ample supply of steel we are looking for. We just gotta not fall onto these guys, and then launch ourselves into the top of the tower. Boom. And it doesn't matter. We're not even gonna bother at the top of the tower. Just vein mine the entire bottom of the tower, and you'll have everything you need. That's how stupidly valuable this steel block is. It's just like you can get it like from these guys. Actually, stupidly cheap these are. If you need steel deco blocks, just go find a radio tower, and then you can shred the entire radio tower down into like ingots inside of an anvil, and you'll have like what 70 stacks of this stuff. Do not land on the barbed wire, or else you'll die a horrible death. It's not good. Okay, so that's the tower. We've got all the stuff, and I think we're ready to go. Okay, time to go with all of our stuff. I think that's all I need, because it's like the most of the towers at the bottom. Wait, we've been in this building. We've been building this. Oh, we've been in this building, yes. But why did I take the thing from it? It's weird. Super weird. We should now have enough actual steel deco blocks to make all of those things, no matter how many it costs, because it costs 14 times 4, right? So, I mean, that's 40 for all the 10s, and then there will be 16 for all of the... Wait, what? Hold on. We're trying to do 14, right? So, yeah, so there's 4 times 4, and 4 times 10. So I have 40... Okay, so I have 44. That's the cost. Here's the cost. I have no clue. I'm actually not even too sure. You see how bad it is. I have to go around that biome, and then I have to go through all the ocean, and it's just annoying. Because going through the ocean with this thing, while it does work pretty effectively versus swimming, it's not as effective as doing this on land. Which I could do this on land. If I land this one, I'll be on land. Let's go. I am on the land. But now I'm like still miles away because I went through an ocean to get to where I need to be. And I'm going back through the ocean again. At least I have time to charge up the weapon whenever I fall in the ocean. Okay. That was right next to my oil refinery. But it is fine, because as long as it does not get hit by meteorite, it can get hit by lightning bolt. Alright, so let's math it out. We need to make 14 of these guys, right? So that gives me 16. Okay, boom. There's our 14 heavy engineering blocks right there. We just gotta subtract 2 from all of them, and that gives us 28 plus 28. 28 plus 14 is 56. 28 plus 28 is 56. That's the total that we'll need in plates, right? That'll take forever to make. We'll need electrum, which is gold and silver. And that is actually not too bad, because we can take the silver through the same process we do with all the other ores. We'll run it through here, make the silver, boom. That's done. Gold and silver will be combined inside of the alloying furnace thingy. What is this thing? Not even in the alloy furnace. We can do it in the Tinker's Construct machine, which has 100 lava, but is enough for... Actually, no, let's not do it in there because it's only got 100 lava. Let's do it inside of our crafting grid. I think I can do it there. We'll be able to do it there, I think. Hopefully. It's not too expensive, but I do not know. I have not made it there before, so let's see if that is how it is. I can make it here, correct? Oh. 2 electrum grit. It's pretty nice, if I do say so myself. I do enjoy a nice 2 electrum grit. We need, how many for this? We need 7. Because we need to make 14 of these. And then, as far as steel goes, well, that's easy peasy. We've covered it already. We've covered the deco blocks, so that's our steel done. We'll need a lot more of this stuff, which is the expensive part. I do not like electrum at all, I guess now. But that gives me 8, which is enough for what we need. I think we need 7 for this. Yes, because we need to make 7 of them to make 14. Boom, that's done. I can just leave this electrum dust here. I can smelt these into ingots from the thermal immersive engineering. And then pistons, I'll be able to make those as well. We are making 14 of these things, right? So the 14 of these things are under construction, so that will be good. But we need to make the pistons for all of this is going to be 2 pistons for each one. These are not actually too bad. I was expecting this to be very horrible and very painful, but no, it's actually fairly easy. I should need 56 of these. It's 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. 56, now you divide that down, that gives you 14. So that will give us the exact amount of pistons. Actually, we need, yes, we need 14, because we're making 7, so, yes, math. And that will be easy to make, I think. That'll be the easiest part, actually. Right here. Easiest part is vanilla stuff. Or it should be the easiest part, usually.